Right now at 5, Santa comes to town a little early to enjoy some breakfast with some furry friends.
And we've got ourselves a pretty decent day, but rain chances are returning. We'll have a look at your forecast coming up.
Plus, 12 rural fire departments in southwest Missouri receive equipment donations to help better serve the community.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News. It's 5 a.m. I'm Elise Noe.
And I'm Chris Warner. So I was gone for a week and my earpiece just broke.
Of course.
Before the show starts.
Of course. And and you know what? And my earpiece hasn't been working for weeks, and today it's finally working. So it's just about time that it doesn't work for you.
Yeah, well, and I mean it's really not working. I'm gonna have to see if I can fix this. Well, anyway, I'm back. I did note I was catching up on some emails. I'm very grateful and thankful to all those who missed me while I was gone, but I'm back. Just took some time off, and it was nice to relax.
Good time
it was
off?
good.
Great.
It was nice to relax. It's great to be back though, and we've got rain to talk about. Now, I didn't do that, okay? I didn't bring the rain with me from my vacation. That's just what happened here, okay? Let's start, though, with a quick look outside from our camera in downtown Pittsburgh. And so far, kids, skies this morning are mostly cloudy, and those clouds will continue to increase as we head through the morning as well. And eventually, by about 7 to 8 o'clock, we'll start to see rain chances. MoDOT camera, 20th and range line, looking good as well. And as we take a look at the future track, here we are at noon, and you can see scattered showers across the region. And again, they're scattered for today, so you could get some rain, then it stops for a minute, and then it rains again. But we will at least have these rain chances through virtually the entire day. And in fact, they'll increase as we go late evening and overnight with the approaching frontal boundary, and it will bring in even more rain tonight into our Tuesday. 48 in Joplin right now, 46 in Pittsburgh. And as we take a look at temperatures around the region, we have that southerly breeze occasionally gusting 25, maybe even 30 miles an hour. So it feels a little cooler than where our air temperature is now, but it's not, believe it or not, making a significant impact. But otherwise, we've got upper 40s and a couple of 50-degree readings out there as well. Through the rest of the morning, again, rain rolls in. We'll have those scattered showers throughout the day, and we are looking at highs right about the low 50s out there. We'll have that south wind again gusting 25, maybe 30 miles an hour at times. We'll have another full look at your forecast, talking about what we're looking at for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, Chris, thanks. Well, several rural fire departments in southwest Missouri received equipment donations. Now, the donations were picked up by volunteer departments, including Lamar, Golden City Liberal, and more. KOAM's Mitch Adams has the details.
Because we're volunteer, you may not have the staffing like a paid or full-time department is. So it means a lot to get this equipment.
Multiple rural volunteer fire departments in southwest Missouri are now better equipped. The new equipment, donated by Boone County Fire, was brought back from Columbia, Missouri.
Today we're going to be taking equipment that we received to distribute out to departments in our area that we asked and see if they had a need for, and they did. So we got the equipment acquired, and they're going to be picking it up sometime today.
Due to low funding, many of these small departments are left without vital equipment. The donations will protect the firefighters and help them be more efficient on calls.
The volunteer departments, they don't have access to stuff like this, like I say, due to funding, but it's a necessity for doing our job. The city departments or bigger rural area type of departments or districts have funding and stuff for that as well, and it's all just intricate parts that we use to help do our job better at fires or car wrecks or things like that to assist the people in our county and public and people that just pass through our area.
Some of these pieces of equipment, like this one here, most commonly known as the Jaws of Life, are crucial to helping save people in emergency situations.
There's a little over about 1.5 million firefighters in the U.S. that's registered, and 700,000 of them are volunteers. So we donate our time, and stuff for everything, whether you get paid per a call or something of that nature. Some do, some don't. So it's quite an interesting field to get into and help the public and stuff out as well.
In Vernon County, Missouri, Mitch Adams, KOAM News.
Equipment was available for donations to pick up from 1 to 4 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Well, 9 Lives Count Lounge and Adoption Center in Joplin held a breakfast with Santa. And not only could customers enjoy breakfast with St. Nick himself, but they can also enjoy the over 50 cats in the shelter, many of which are adoptable. Now, the event serves as a way to raise awareness of cats for adoption, and many of which also got their own breakfast as well.
The goal is always to get, exposure for the cats and to get them adopted. Get people in that have never been in to visit before. It's always a fun first event to get to come to the lounge.
Always make sure to spade and neuter your pets so that we can lower the amount of animals going into shelters. Well, Pittsburgh Parks and Rec held a holiday craft fair in the basement of Memorial Auditorium. The fair serves as a way for citizens to catch up on last-minute holiday shopping while supporting local vendors and businesses. Guests could also bring their kids to decorate sugar cookies with edible paint while they did the shopping. And that's a look at this morning's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes, coming up on the KOAM Morning News. Well, Mizzou basketball squares off with Illinois for a bragging rights game. We'll have the details. Plus, police in Peru dress up as the Grinch to arrest a suspected drug trafficker. And we're tracking rain chances for this week. We'll have what to expect with Chris Warner in the Skywatch Weather Center. You're watching the KOAM Morning News. We'll be right back.
Well, the Missouri Tigers and Illinois Fighting Illini meet for their annual bragging rights game in St. Louis. Mizzou men's basketball is on a 10-game winning streak. The Tigers have another opportunity to add to their resume. Tigers versus Illinois. We're going to start in the first half. Tony Perkins throws the hammer down. That ties the game at 24 points apiece. Go a few possessions later, tied at 28. Kylan Boswell lobs it up to Morez Johnson for the alley-oop layup. Illinois takes the lead. Let's go to the second half. Mizzou down by 4 points. Missed layup right here, but Tony Perkins comes flying in for the putback slam. Tigers keeping the game close. Mizzou down by 2. 30 seconds left in the game. Kasparas Yakuchuids driving to the basket, spins and hits a clutch fadeaway jumper to give Illinois a 2-point lead. Missouri still has a chance to tie. 5 seconds left in the game. Jacob Cruz has an open look. He misses at the buzzer. Illinois hangs on to win the game 80-77. Mizzou loses only its second game of the season. Kansas at home playing Brown University of the Ivy League. In the first half, Hunter Dickinson blocks this shot, then chucks it forward to Zeke Mayo, who finishes the layup on the other end. Jayhawks leading by 8. Still in the first, nice ball movement inside the paint. AJ Storr drains the 3 ball. KU still leading by 8. Over to the second half, Kansas leading by 22, and Zeke Mayo shows off a hesitation move right here, and then he pulls up from beyond the arc and buries the 3 ball. Mayo finished this game with 25 points. 2 minutes left in the game. There's a loose ball on the floor. Shaquille Moore throws it off the backboard, and Flory Bendunga throws it down for the alley-oop slam. That fires up the Fog faithful. KU goes on to win big. Jayhawks beat Brown 87-53. And it was another busy day in the NFL as we're only 3 weeks away from the start of the playoffs. Kansas City Chiefs need more wins to lock up the number 1 seed in the AFC, or a Buffalo Bills loss would work as well. Bills versus Patriots on a cold night in Buffalo. We're going to start in the first quarter. Drake May drops back, fires over the top to Keyshawn Bouette for the touchdown. Patriots lead 7-0. So we go to the second quarter. We get a handoff here to the former Oklahoma Sooner, Ramondre Stevenson, who breaks multiple tackles and scores a touchdown. The Bills were 14-point favorites to start this game, and New England shockingly leads Buffalo 14-0. Third quarter, Patriots lead 14-7. Josh Allen connects with his running back, James Cook. That touchdown ties the game. Buffalo is back in business. We go to the fourth quarter with the Bills leading 17-14. And Drake May looking for a short pass to Stevenson. That's a live football. The Bills recover in the end zone, and that's a touchdown. The officials rule it a backwards pass. New England gave the Bills trouble all day, but Buffalo survives. Bills beat the Patriots 24-21. So let's check out some scores from around the AFC. Cincinnati and Miami still have a shot to make the playoffs. Bengals dominate the Browns, winning that game 24-6. Then Miami hangs on to beat San Francisco. Dolphins get a much-needed win. Both teams would need to win out and receive some help along the way. One of the all-time greatest players in the history of baseball passed away on Saturday night. Rickey Henderson, passing at the age of 65. He's the all-time leader in stolen bases and runs in MLB history. Henderson played in the big leagues for 25 years. 14 of those were in Oakland. He's also a 10-time All-Star and 2-time World Series champion. Still to come, the FDA approves a weight loss drug to help patients with obstructive sleep apnea. Plus, we got rain in the forecast. We'll talk about how long it lasts and how Christmas is shaping up when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is now on 5:16 on this Monday morning. And of course, we are going to start with the future track because we've got scattered showers rolling in. Should be here by 8, maybe even as early as 7 for some of us. Now, these showers will be scattered throughout the day, so you may get some periods of rain, then it'll stop, then it'll start again. So do be prepared for that. Nothing too crazy out there. We'll have those gusty south winds, but as we head into the evening and overnight, those winds will become light and variable, which will be somewhat nice because it's been pretty breezy the last few days around the area. Temperatures overnight, not bad either. As we start our Tuesday morning, we are looking at low 40s and even some upper 40s. And we'll have a few more showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder or two, but nothing crazy, no severe weather, anything like that. Just some much needed rain across the area. And this rain will stick with us with better chances in the first half of our Tuesday. Then they'll become a bit more scattered in the second half of our Tuesday. And then the rain should begin to clear out by Christmas Eve overnight, so Santa will not have to worry about any rainfall. He's not going to have to worry about anything like that in the area. The only thing he's going to have to worry about is the cloud cover, so hopefully he's got Rudolph there to help guide him through some of these thick clouds that we'll have as we go through Christmas Eve into Christmas morning. Now, Christmas Day looks to be cloudy but dry. We're going to be starting upper 30s and low 40s, and through the afternoon will eventually warm for most of us into the low 50s. Right now, it is 48 in Joplin. It is cloudy. There are clouds across the area. No rain yet. Feels like 42, though, at that south breeze at 17, gusting upwards of 25 miles an hour. Around the region, temperatures holding for most of us mid to upper 40s. We got 50 in Miami as the warm spot. And again, those wind chills are not significantly cooler out there, but it does feel a little chillier. We've got some low 40s for most of our wind chills as we start our day. So again, by 8, should start seeing those scattered showers rolling through. Temperatures not moving too much today. We'll kind of hover through the upper 40s through about 11, and most of us should at least make highs in the low 50s. There might still be some upper 40s here and there, especially in our northern counties. I will have scattered showers throughout the day, with that south wind gusting 25, maybe upwards of 30 miles an hour at times. Winds will be calm or at least light and variable. Rain chances increasing tonight. That is a typo. It will not go to 5 degrees at 6 and then jump 50 degrees. It will be 50 at 6 and then falling back through eventually the low to mid 40s. For Christmas Day, we're looking at highs about 52. So low 50s for most of us, but again, like today, some upper 40s. And we're looking at mostly cloudy to straight up cloudy skies throughout the day as well. But again, Christmas does look to be dry. Unfortunately, though, no snow. And even if we had some kind of precipitation in the forecast, it's going to be a little too warm for snow. So not looking at a white Christmas this year. In fact, most of the country not looking at a white Christmas. So again, rain tomorrow. Then we'll start warming up. We're going to be warm enough. Could get a few scattered showers and even thunderstorms Thursday. But again, no severe weather is expected. So after we get through Christmas, as long as you're doing it safely or you're doing it in between storms or you just, whatever the case may be, you might have an opportunity to play with some of those outdoor toys. Temperatures remaining mild through at least the start of next week. And then by Monday night, we get another cold front. Take a look. We're talking a very big drop in temperatures, almost 35 to 40 degrees, and more rain chances next Tuesday. Let's check your forecast. We're back with Health Watch right after this.
Well, topping Health Watch this morning. The holidays are filled with all things magic and wonder, from the twinkling lights to jolly Saint Nick pulled by his reindeer across the world in a single night. Lee Wallman is in New York City, and Lee shows us the holiday spirit is more than just some fun for this time of year. It's beneficial for kids and families.
Powered by 9 tiny reindeer, Santa Claus and his sleigh travel all across the world in just one night. Before all of the boys and girls drift off to dream of sugar plums on Christmas Eve, they follow St. Nick with the help of the NORAD Santa Tracker.
So we use 3 primary sensors, is what we call it, to track Santa. We use our radars, our satellites, and our fighter aircraft from the United States and Canada.
Rudolph, with his nose so bright, helps John Ingle, or Jingle as they call him at the North American Aerospace Defense Command, with the tracking because it gives off the same heat signature as a missile. The Santa Tracker is as beloved a tradition for them as it is for us.
It's also a way for us to use our technology to connect kids with where Santa's at on that very special day.
Traditions during the holidays are vital for families and children and their development, experts say.
This magic that comes with Christmas or the holiday season does create this love and playfulness and imagination for children. But I also think that it's important in helping children develop empathy.
Child development specialist Elena Miranda says imagination helps kids throughout their lives to keep believing and having faith even when going through tough times.
We can have this experience with Santa Claus, with the holidays, where we're believing in something so magical, something beyond what we can see, feel, hear, and touch. Then it allows us to implement this faith and this belief into other areas of our lives.
In New York, I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
The Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare, is on track for another year of record signups. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services said that Friday that 16.6 million people enrolled for coverage beginning January 1st, 2025. Now that's a record for full year coverage signups. CMS reports 2 million people are new signups, and enrollment has hit record highs every year of the Biden administration after falling under the Trump administration. Now in 2024, a total of 21.3 Americans enrolled in Affordable Care Act coverage. Open enrollment will continue through January 15th. Now, if you enroll now, your coverage will begin in February of 2025. On Friday, the Food and Drug Administration approved the first prescription medicine for obstructive sleep apnea, the weight loss drug Zepbound. Now, it's part of a class of medicines known as GLP-1 receptor agonist. Obstructive sleep apnea affects up to 30 million people nationwide and is closely associated with obesity. Now, Zepbound was cleared to treat moderate to severe forms of the sleep condition in those with obesity. The approval is the second indication for Zepbound. It was previously approved for weight loss for those with obesity or who are overweight and have a weight-related health condition in 2023. Well, move over weight loss. There's a New Year's resolution in town. Ever since the pandemic, people have been prioritizing something besides dropping pounds. Mandy Gaither has the answer.
If you ask someone what their New Year's resolution is, you used to hear one universal theme:
weight loss.
Susan Alberts, a clinical psychologist at Cleveland Clinic, says her patients used to always make New Year's resolutions around losing weight, exercising, and eating better. But since the COVID pandemic, she's seeing that more of them are prioritizing their mental health with their resolutions.
During the pandemic, there was a dramatic increase in anxiety and depression. We also noticed extreme isolation, not only with adults, but children and teens. This was one of the first times people began talking about their mental health and really validating that it has a significant impact on your day-to-day life.
With the abundance of people looking for help, plus isolation rules, many providers shifted to offering virtual visits and otherwise expanding access.
This meant individuals could access treatment from home. And this was one of the first times that individuals felt that it was convenient, that they could access it and could fit it into their schedule.
If you're looking to prioritize your mental health in 2025, there are some adjacent goals that can help you achieve that.
This includes stress reduction, relaxation, making sure that they reduce their amount of time on social media. All of these goals help to boost your mental health throughout the year.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Now, Dr. Albers says there are several other habits you can look to improve that you have a positive effect on your mental health. Now, getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, more exercise, and eating better can all help you with that goal. And that's a look at some of today's top health stories. You're watching the KOAM Morning News.
And we've got a dry but cloudy start to the day. Rain chances on the way. Another look at that forecast when we come back.
Right now at 5:30, the town of Girard puts together a Winter Wonderland celebration.
We've got a cloudy start to the day, rain on the way. We'll have a look at that forecast, get you out the door coming up.
Plus, area veterans honor fallen heroes with a wreath laying at the Peace Church Cemetery in Joplin.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the KOAM Morning News. It's 5:30. I'm Elise Snowy.
And I'm Chris Warner. It is Monday, December the 23rd.
Yes.
Christmas is just right around the corner.
It is. Tomorrow will be Christmas Eve. Lots of exciting things. It's happened so fast.
It really has. And that means a little over a week from now, it'll be 2025.
Yes. Unbelievable.
Yeah. No flying cars yet, though.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with those Saturday morning cartoons, like the old Looney Tunes and stuff from way back when.
Right.
And there were supposed to be flying cars and all sorts of different things that still haven't happened yet. But
maybe one day.
Perhaps one day. I don't know if I want to be around for that day, so it seems a little alarming. What's not alarming is, well, the weather. It's just we got some rain chances out there. That's really about all we have to talk about. Let's start with a look outside, though, from our camera in downtown Pittsburgh. Now, right now, there is no rain out there as of yet, but in the next, hour and a half, 2.5 hours, that will begin to change. We've got cloudy skies across the region. We've got cloudy skies in Joplin, MoDOT camera, 20th and Range Line. On to the future track we go. By noon, we've got scattered showers out there. They should be here by 8, maybe even for some of us as early as 7 o'clock this morning. Nothing wild expected, just some rain showers, and it'll be periods of showers. So it's one of those situations where, you'll get some rain for a little bit, then it'll stop for a little while, and it'll kick back in again. So that's just what scattered showers are, with rain chances actually increasing as we go overnight tonight. Sitting at 48 in Joplin, 46 in Pittsburgh, and across the region, temperatures, they look like this, mid-upper 40s. And we've even got a 50-degree reading still in Miami, the warm spot out there. And we do have that gusty south wind, gusting 25, maybe even 30 miles an hour, but it's not having a major impact on the wind chills. It does feel cooler out there, but not significantly so. Wind chills across the region have been hanging out in the low 40s this morning. Again, rain, scattered showers throughout the day. Highs upper 40s and low 50s out there. Now the rain chances increase tonight into the first half of our Tuesday, and then by Christmas Eve they start to come to an end. We'll have a full look at your forecast for the week ahead, plus Christmas Day, here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. The Peace Church Cemetery in Joplin is the second oldest cemetery in Jasper County. Now, because of that, it holds veterans from the Civil War all the way up to the Korean War. Veterans from the American Legion Post 13 helped lay wreaths Saturday on graves of veterans. Now, the wreath laying is a way to honor those who have fallen and have served in the name of American freedom.
We want to continually honor those that are buried. They served the country. Some are still living and serving the country, but those that have gone before us have paved the way for where we're at today.
Now, 25 wreaths were laid Saturday, including at a monument that honors veterans buried there that have yet to be found. Well, jolly old St. Nick decided to stop by Empire Market in Joplin Saturday to say hello to boys and girls from across the 4 states. Not only could parents get their children's picture taken, but they can also stop by the various shops the market has to offer to catch up on any last-minute Christmas shopping. They could also wrap any gifts that they got for donation at a gift wrapping station. Well, the 4 states was full of options for last-minute shopping last weekend, as Carthage had its own holiday market as well. Now, Glitz and Glow hosted area vendors with products ranging from homemade sourdough bread to clothing to handmade leather products. The market also included wine tastings and a visit from Santa as well.
I think it's great because we're all small businesses here and most of us are woman-ran. I knew that it was going to be fun and I knew that we were trying to reach out to the Carthage community and try to bring more people into the Carthage community.
Around 15 vendors were at the market Saturday. The people of Girard gathered on the square for a Christmas celebration hosted by Eastside Cafe. The event is part of an effort to offer more community engagement in the town. KOAM's Mitch Adams has more.
To make small town America right here in Girard. So that's really our biggest thing that we want to push, is to make sure that we're doing our part to give back to the community.
The cold won't stop the people of Girard from gathering for Christmas fun. Eastside Cafe, a diner on the square, is a staple for the town's citizens. Andrew Fawcett took over the restaurant at age 19 and has done his best to put his heart and soul into keeping it open.
I've always been in the restaurant industry, so I started in the restaurant industry at 13 years old at Harry's Cafe. In 2016, at the age of 19, I started Eastside Cafe, and I've been here ever since. Eastside has been a household name since 1971. Nellie Wetke and her husband started this place, but it has been a restaurant since as early as the 40s. It started off as Decker's Cafe, Fern's Cafe, so this diner has really been rooted in the community for a very long time.
To show their appreciation to the community, Eastside Cafe turned Girard into a winter wonderland.
We decided we were going to come together in 2 weeks and create this brand new event that we've never done before. So there's a whole lot of stuff going on: antique car show, snow machines, games, and 12 craft vendors.
Cinda Simons was one of the vendors on the square. While she may not be from Girard, she's taken notice to the community feel after setting up shop there multiple times.
I have friends that live down here that have said that, Girard really does a lot for their youth around here. So I think it's great to start it, when they're young and they remember. And I think sometimes it keeps our young people here, or they come back after they're out of school and they stick around our small communities.
In Girard, Kansas, Mitch Adams, KOAM News.
Eastside Cafe will be hosting a Breakfast with Santa event on Christmas Eve. And that's a look at our top news stories coming up this half hour on the KOAM Morning News. Large explosions could be seen on Gaza's skyline as the Israel and Hamas war continues. Plus, at least 2 people have died in Germany after a car plowed into a Christmas market. We'll have the latest. You're watching the KOAM Morning News. Topping World Watch, Peruvian police arrest 3 suspected drug traffickers with the help of the Grinch over the weekend. Now, video shows the Green Squadron unit alongside the Grinch busting the door open of a home of suspected traffickers. Now, the officer, disguised as the grouchy, lovable character, searched the home, finding money and hidden drugs. The head of the squadron says the Grinch participated in a Christmas activity before the drug bust, making the police presence go unnoticed in the area. Officials say they seized packages of cocaine paste and cocaine hydrochloride, in addition to precision instruments like scales and strainers. Well, large explosions are seen in Gaza Saturday. The attack comes a day after an Israeli airstrike on a residential building in central Gaza killed at least 7 people and wounded 16 more. Another attack in Gaza City overnight killed 12 people. Israel says it only strikes militants and blames Hamas for the civilian casualties, as they often operate in residential areas. Israel is facing continued international criticism over the unprecedented level of casualties since the war began on October 7th. At least 5 people are killed after a car rams into a crowded Christmas market in Germany. Now, German authorities say that number could keep rising as hundreds have been injured. Stephanie Bennett has the story.
Shock and grief in Magdeburg, Germany, where the death toll continues to rise after a car plowed through a packed crowd at a Christmas market Friday night. Among those killed, a 9-year-old child. German authorities say more than 200 others were also injured. 41 of them are in serious condition.
The city is in a heated atmosphere because we don't know what will happen in the next days and in the next hours as well.
Police say the driver of the car is a 50-year-old Saudi Arabian doctor who arrived in Germany in 2006. He was arrested at gunpoint moments after the attack outside his damaged BMW. Investigators believe he acted alone, but his motive remains unclear.
At this point, we can only say for sure that the perpetrator was evidently Islamophobic. We can confirm that.
On Saturday, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz visited the site of the attack. Mourners also began leaving flowers and candles outside a local church before a memorial service was held to remember all those lost.
Nobody expected this to happen here. I really have to say I'm shocked. This is madness.
President Joe Biden also issued a statement condemning the attack and saying in part, quote, "The United States will always stand with our allies against violent terror." This is the second time Germany's Christmas markets, a staple in German culture, have been targeted. In 2016, a truck also rammed into a holiday market in central Berlin, killing 12 people and injuring dozens of others. For now, the market will not reopen and flags will be flown at half staff. As a precaution, other markets around the world have upped their security.
That's a look at World Watch. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News, 5:45 on this Monday morning. We are starting with the future track, and we've got scattered showers on the future track. Now, right now, Skywatch Storm Tracker, which I'm looking at on the side, is clear. But here about 7, 8 o'clock, we'll start to see rain showers rolling in, and they will stick with us throughout the day. Now, there'll be periods of showers, so we're talking at point of, you'll have rain for a while, then it'll stop for a little bit, and then it'll rain again. It'll be off and on again throughout the afternoon. Now, as we go overnight, though, rain chances actually increase. We'll have more widespread showers and maybe even a rumble of thunder or two, but no severe weather, nothing crazy expected. It's also going to be breezy today as well. Now, as we go into our Tuesday for Christmas Eve, the first half of the day, we've got pretty good rain chances out there. Second half of the day, they start to become a bit more scattered, and by the evening hours, we'll start to see the rain clear out, and we will be mostly cloudy to straight cloudy overnight, Christmas Eve into Christmas morning. So Santa doesn't have any rain to worry about delivering those presents. He's just going to have to make sure that Rudolph's nose is fully charged because it will be quite cloudy out there. And that's how our Christmas day is shaping up as well. It will be cloudy, or at least mostly cloudy, so you might get some peaks of sun, but it will be dry for Christmas Day. Right now, though, mostly cloudy to cloudy skies. 48 in Joplin, feels like 42 at that south breeze at 17, gusting to 25, and it's going to be breezy like that all day today. It won't be until the late evening that those winds will begin to ease up. Temperatures not moving much. In fact, since this morning, or since 5, I don't think these temperatures have really moved at all. We're still mid-upper 40s with a warm spot in Miami sitting at 50 degrees. So we'll have the scattered showers through the day. And again, temperatures, there's not a lot of movement here. Eventually 51 by 11 a.m. As we end the afternoon, most of us should at least make the low 50s, but some upper 40s will be possible out there. It'll be cloudy, it'll be breezy, it'll be rainy, and those south winds still gusting 25 to maybe even 30 miles an hour at times. By this evening, though, the winds become light and variable to just straight calm. It will still be cloudy, and again, the rain chances will increase overnight, and there still could be a rumble of thunder or two late tonight, early tomorrow morning, but no severe weather is expected. Temperatures, it's a slow drop, but will eventually make the low to mid 40s overnight tonight. On to Christmas Day, though. Mostly cloudy to just straight up cloudy skies, but again, still looking to be dry. Should make upper 40s and low 50s for our highs, but otherwise a pretty plain day out there. So it's not going to be too bad. If you got maybe kids getting some outdoor toys, Christmas Day is a good time to take them out there, but just make sure they got a jacket. It's going to be a bit on the cool side. After that, though, it warms back up heading into Thursday, but then we have scattered thunderstorm chances and pretty good chances at that. We're going to hang out in the upper 50s to low 60s all the way through at least Monday, with rain chances continuing into Saturday. Then we get another cold front Monday night. Look at that drop in temperatures down to the upper 20s out there, and then we're back into the low 50s and low 40s in the second half of next week. Some additional rain chances by next Tuesday. Let's check your forecast. We're back with more right after this.
Well, a trio of classic Christmas tunes have new music videos out now. Rick Damagella has this festive report.
Welcome to my Christmas song. I'd like to thank you for the year.
Here is the brand new music video for Elton John's Christmas classic, Step Into Christmas. But that isn't Elton. The Rocket Man is portrayed in the music video by Carnival Row actor Cara Delevingne in a scene that reimagines the song's 1973 recording session.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away.
Last Christmas turns 40. Multiple versions of the song are featured on Wham's Last Christmas 40th Anniversary EP, out now from Sony Music, including this 2006 solo performance by George Michael.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
The King of Cool's Christmas classic. Legacy Recordings has released Dean Martin's It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas to streaming services. The recently discovered recording was made for a 1952 radio broadcast and has never been previously available. Looking for candy canes and silver lanes that glow in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damagella.
Well, residents all across Minnesota got outside to enjoy the state's first notable snowfall. Adam Duxter has more.
If you focus through the flying flakes, you'll find Tommy Powers reeling in another one.
Oh, it's a blast. Sit out here and do this all day long.
And Thursday.
These are just little wax worms.
That's the plan.
It's just the aspect of being outside and having something to do. I'd love to be outside, but just going outside isn't a thing.
This pre-Christmas snow, a breath of fresh air after a winter that was
boring, miserable. Not beautiful. It was always just so brown.
For Tom Morton and
this is Mina right here,
his baby lab. The snow is
zoomies. Just constantly running around in circles, absolutely loving it. It kind of brings you back to being a kid yourself, running out there and wanting to go sledding and whatnot. It's kind of where it brought it back to right away.
And speaking of sledding,
I don't think we were expecting how cold it was, but it was still a lot of fun.
Or should I say shredding?
I think it brings out your kind of inner child and just have fun during the day. No work, no school.
No worries, no stress.
After a lot of coffee and cold weather, it can be kind of hard to put these things on.
Just fish to catch.
You've been out here long enough, they all start to look like clones. Just one endless procession of the same fish.
Looks like a lot of fun there. Stick around. We'll be right back. Well, Santa Claus has shown once again that he's willing to do whatever it takes to make sure children get their Christmas presents. On Saturday, jolly old St. Nick made his way through a river in the Brazilian Amazon so he could distribute gifts to children who live along the waterway. Santa rode a boat full of presents and passed them out to the youngsters in the community of Cataleo. The initiative is run by the Santa Claus's Friends Group, which has been delivering Christmas presents to rural and riverside communities for 26 years. Well, some elephants get into the holiday spirit at the Milwaukee County Zoo. The elephants chowing down on a holiday feast made up of Christmas trees. The animals, who are herbivores, finding the Christmas time staple hard to resist. The Christmas tree treat allowing the elephants, who are known for their intelligence, to interact with their food. The tree was pulled from its perch before its leaves were taken off with their trunks.
That's certainly one way to recycle the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
If you happen to have an elephant nearby, when the season is over, if you've got a live tree, just go out and give your tree to the elephant, and he'll enjoy it. And it's recycles. Take care of business right there. You have a live tree. Well, you can collect some rainwater for it today. We've got plenty of shower chances through the day. Temperatures not moving much though, so we're in the upper 40s, eventually 51 by 11 a.m. Highs today, most of us should make the low 50s, but there still could be some upper 40s here and there. On top of that, it's going to be breezy. South winds gusting 25, maybe even 30 miles an hour at times. Into the evening we go. The shower chances continue. In fact, they actually increase overnight tonight into the first half of our Tuesday. Slow drop in temperatures, but eventually back right around the mid 40s, and winds will be light and variable. Christmas Day looking good. We're looking to be mostly cloudy to just straight cloudy, high of about 52 degrees out there. And as we head over the next 10 days, we warm up into the weekend. Scattered showers, thunderstorms Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Cold front next Monday drops our temperatures once again. Let's check your forecast. We're back with more right after this.